Hey everybody, my name is Nicoletti. I'm an attorney here in Florida, and welcome to the Nicoletti Show, where I bring on real estate super investors, rising rock stars, movers and shakers, and leaders of clubs in their community that educate, entertain, and inspire all things Florida real estate on how you can take your company to the next level. On my show today, I have the dynamic superpower duo of Tasia Hill and Chris Varnes from Real Estate Lifestyle. Let's go, champ. They are conquering the networking market, not just in Florida, but in Georgia, Alabama, all the other states. It could be Connecticut. They figured out a way to really figure out how let's network with buyers. Let's network with people. They're all about networking, and they keep growing their base. They have a group. It's the Real Estate Lifestyle Group. They were hosting it before COVID. They're going to be hosting it again. I can't wait till it starts back up. They have speakers that love talking about different topics, and they just want to build community. That's the whole idea of Chris and Tasia. It's building a whole community, and we're going to dive in on a whole bunch of stuff. You're going to love what Tasia and Chris are going to talk about. And on the show, they're going to talk about building teams and relationships. It's all about relationships. I think somebody said the other day, you don't even have to have money. You just need to have relationships, and the money will flow after that. And I know Chris has probably got a lot to say about that, but building teams is very important. You can't just do this on your own. You have to build people that are surrounded by you that can help you get to that next level. And marketing and promotion. If anybody knows about marketing and promotion, Tasia and Chris do. They have the whole Let's Go Champ stuff going on, the whole branding, the logos. They know exactly what to do when you just want to keep promoting the brand. They're always posting. Tasia's always on Facebook and all over like the TikTok pages, the YouTube channels. So we'll talk about that. And obviously we have to talk about the hustle and the grind. It's a daily grind. You got to keep going. When I first met Chris and Tasia, we all sat down. They probably thought I was absolutely crazy talking about probate. And like, who is this guy? I think I saw Chris at a Yellowbird meeting, and I said, hey man, we got to sit down. Like, I see you everywhere. And I think even Chris told me like there's a psychology even to like that too, because he posts so much. People are coming up to him going, hey, we see you all the time. And Chris is like, wow, I don't even know this person. And he understands that psychology. I know, Chris, you talked about that. So when I first met with them, they're wonderful people. We're talking about probate. Chris is talking about this group that he's building, and I'm so happy to have them here today. They know I'm building this studio. That's why the wall is white, and it's not going to be like this for long. I'm going to have a full-on studio. They're going to come in. We're going to have both of them here, and this is only part one. So without further ado, the dynamic duo in Jacksonville, Florida, that is not just taking Jacksonville by storm, but the country by storm, Tasia Hill and Chris Varnes from Real Estate Lifestyle. Welcome to my show.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. What's going on, Al?
We're going to be saying that so many times during the show. I feel like we're going to be chanting and hooting and hollering. Again, like I was saying, Chris, Tasia, I was so happy to have met you when I did. Like I was saying, there's a psychology to all of this promotion, the brand, the hustle that you all talk about, and we're going to get to that. But for those of you that don't know who you two are, tell everybody like who's Tasia, who's Chris, like what is this whole game? And Chris, you have an amazing story too. What were you doing even before real estate to get where you are now?
Yeah, I was a cook working at 2 cooking jobs. Just got tired of working at a cooking job, so I knew I had to do something. Same with her. She come from the cooking background, hardworking people, seriously, working with servicing people, making sure that people are getting fed every day from their jobs, going home with their kids and things like that. So, we was already into servicing people. So I just loved it.
I remember multiple times you were telling me, I'm so glad I got out of that cooking environment. Like when you found real estate, like what was the first thing that you saw real estate wise? Because it didn't come in the kitchen. Like you had to have been exposed to it somehow. Like what was that first moment for both of you?
Right. So for me, I used to see the infomercials late at night about real estate. So that's what really intrigued me to try to learn. And I just wanted to do it and never stop trying to figure it out. For her,
Chris got me into it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
She didn't know anything about it at all. And I was working with my team, and I was like, took a break. And when we went on vacation, I told her about it. And I
Yeah.
was like, when we get back to Jacksonville, I'm gonna go hard, and she didn't know what that meant at the time.
Yeah.
She knows
Okay.
now. You're going harder than
Yeah.
ever before.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Tasia, like you had no exposure to real estate whatsoever, and then you
Right.
meet Chris, and Chris is all about like we're gonna be grinding, we're gonna be finding buyers and sellers. Like, what was that initial reaction to you? Like, you've never been in this world, you don't know what maybe a seller or a buyer is, a title company is, what is a real estate contract? Like, what was that for you?
Different and new and exciting. Yeah.
Something different, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Something different.
Yeah, because because it real estate, I mean, where I came from, I mean, I was doing music for so many years, right? Like, I never was
Really.
involved in anything. I think there was one story I have that I'll tell about one day, where we were tenants during the foreclosure crisis and we all got kicked out, but then I had to go to court, and that was a whole other thing. But,
Right.
Oh
that
wow.
was the first time I was ever exposed to it, right? It was an eviction.
Right.
And nobody knows that story, guys. Nobody knows it. But
Wow.
being exposed to it is a whole different level. And so what was that first deal that you both worked on together, that you both realized and looked at each other and said, we're going to do this, like we're going to kick it off? What was that one deal that you remember? I know you remember it, Chris.
Yeah, yeah, it was Facebook. When we first got going, I say we're gonna go, we're gonna go. We started doing banner
Banner
signs.
signs.
That
Yeah.
was our thing. Like banner sign kings, we're gonna take over. So
Yeah.
we used to blanket like zip codes, literally. We'll go street, down street, down street, down street.
For
So
hours.
yeah, ride around, just put out banner signs. So we had got a call from a banner sign, and we just went out and made a deal with the guy. We used the realtor at the time to help us close the deal. So it was a pretty smooth thing. So that's why we love realtors now, because that's how we started
Mhm.
with the realtors.
Oh, so it was really getting the realtors on board and connecting with them. And that was almost like the network opportunity that went to the next level for you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
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 So you make it a hustle to find realtors, to find buyers. I think I see you post all the time about either finder's fees or, you'll get a certain kind of commission, all about that, because you want them to reach out to you and you want to
Right.
connect with them to build that relationship. And I think I even saw a picture one time, I think Open Door before COVID was around. You
Oh
showed a
yeah.
picture, and
I'll
I'll
never
never
forget that
forget that.
part.
You were
Yeah.
you were on the ground. I think you were with a realtor, you were with Tasia, and you took the picture of you and looking up, and the guy is on the roof, and you said, open doors here, open door, they're coming.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that also triggered a heightened level of we need a network, guys. Like,
Yeah.
we need a network in our community. So talk to us about that whole networking method that you're doing, not just real estate wise, but you're building relationships, right? Like, talk to us
Yeah.
about that whole building teams and building relationships, and also this unique partnership of you and Tasia. I mean,
Right.
this is super unique. I don't really see many power couple duos going out there that are hustling like this and doing it together, because you have your real estate life, then you have your personal life. So
Right.
what's all this networking and building team stuff to you?
I mean, at first I didn't know that was very important. Like I want everybody to know that, like, without networking, you won't get nothing done.
It's true.
Because when I first started, you got to think, I was working in two jobs, right? I had no time to do this. And I met Dom and G. They used to come to my job for lunch and eat like every day. And I used to be in the back cooking chicken and stuff. And I used to be like, yo, I'm coming. I'm trying to, find some deals. I'm trying to, get, a deal done. And they was like, well, listen, come to us, we'll help you get a deal done. So I was blown away because these guys doing deals. I'm a guy cooking dirty, working in a job. So I didn't think it would be possible to network with these people, but it was true. Once I found the deal, they helped me close deals, and to this day, I'm still using that same network to help me close my deals. And now we helping other wholesalers close deals. So it's very important, just to network with people who are already doing it out. It'll make your job easier. You know what I mean? If you don't have the time, they can be the people who, can help you out when you don't have that time to, so you can get the time,
You just never know who can help you.
you
Yeah.
never know. So, and with that,
Or who you can help.
yeah, and with that too, though, we have to do, help the others, right?
Mhm.
People that don't know how, like I was new, you was new. my heart goes out to the people who don't know how to do this seriously, so I thought in the beginning just to bring us all together for meetups. I didn't think, it go get big like it did. But my initial thought seriously was just to get all the wholesalers together so that we can know each other. You know what I mean? Like, I know you, you know me, hey, if you got a deal, I got buyers. Or if I got a, deal, you got buyers. Seriously. That's what it was all about. Like, just connecting to people. Now I know him. Now I know, I know if I started knowing everybody since I knew Dom and G, like, it'll get bigger. Now I know this Dom and G, now I know this guy. Now, so that was the whole initial thing, just trying to get everybody together. Teamwork makes a dream work. That's one of my mottos that I'm always keep saying, just along with these, I got a couple more, but it just, teamwork, teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know, that's true. Like, that's it. If I got Dom and G, I got the people in Georgia, I have teams, right? And they help me do the deals. So people need to understand we can't do this by ourselves.
No.
Like, you need people to help you do probates. If you don't have people, teams or people who's coming to you with deals and different things, then you wouldn't be out, right? You wouldn't be a business. So in Lightning, right? All of us need everybody to, we need each other. We can't do this. I couldn't do this with out here doing the marketing. You know what I mean?
What's that like too? Because like you two are with each other all the time too. So
all the time,
24/7.
Oh, there we go. We're finding out. So
same stuff,
yeah, but you're with each other 24/7 doing this stuff. So
Yeah.
it's almost like there's continual bonding and growing between you two. And then at the same time, learning about how networking works even beyond you two with others as well. And that's why you
Yeah.
say building teams and building relationships with other people is so important. You have to have
Yeah.
those people around you. You have to
Mhm.
network with Dom and G and the Yellowbirds and all the other wholesalers that are out there. Because if you're the end buyer, you're looking for those people. But not only that, you have to build relationships with lenders, appraisers,
Yeah.
title people
Title
that understand it. Because not every title company does something that you're going to need or
Probate
want.
lawyers.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. There should only be one, but yeah, but you know what I mean. There's only one for that, but there's different people you're working with. It could be landscaping, it could be junk removal, but you have to be able to surround yourself. That's why you have that Facebook group, right? Talk to us a little bit about that Facebook group that you built, and also not only the Facebook but the in-person group. That's where you're building the networking. What's that all about?
So like I was saying, it started with the in-person group, right? It started where I was trying to bring everybody together. And then, once we got together, I started realizing we all knew. So, if I'm new, you know, we know the same stuff. So we're not going to grow, not to be mean to nobody, right? But, two new people can't help each other grow.
Exactly.
So my idea was to start bringing in the Doms and Gs and the Yellowbirds and the Michelle Fasulos and the Al Nicolettis and people like that can start giving us knowledge, with the knowledge, then we can go out and attack. You know what I mean? So that's how it grew. It grew into, start educating everybody who's coming, start getting everybody really involved. And even though me, I'm ready to go, let's go. So I thought if we start educating the people who's coming, it'll give them a better chance to be able to go out here and make things happen, So the groups was, for that, and it just grew. A lot of people's coming, like before COVID stopped, we had months and months of people like, yourself ready. I started getting so good at grabbing up special guest speakers because we did this every Friday like it's church. We wanted you to stay involved. That's why every Friday, we had meetups. You give people too much time to think about the world, they get distracted out.
Yeah.
So, the meetups was designed to keep you motivated. Each week, we bringing in different special guest speakers, not the same one for a while. We try to, find, title companies, contractors, like you probates, we want to, if you need to know how to close, come. We got the title companies telling you,
We have everybody you need.
So things like that. And then, for the groups on Facebook, I'm in 3,425 real estate Facebook groups. So I know that's crazy, right?
That is crazy. I think you told me that the other day, and I was like, "What? Like, how many groups are there out
I'm
there?"
trying to catch up to him now.
Yeah, she's in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many you in?
1,500.
Oh, we got a ways to go.
Yes. Hey,
We'll
listen,
get there.
I'm trying.
I'm steady moving away. So,
Yeah, I'm trying.
but the groups is the same. So taking it from in person to keep further educating yourself, connecting to others. I find myself in all these groups. I find buyers that buy in Jacksonville, like all over, and I try to bring in the people in my group to help people. So I'm still extending my hands out to help through the COVID, 19 crisis. So without these groups, people can't do it. So put it online. Everybody's going online now.
Yeah.
Look what we're doing right now. We're gonna have this out
Exactly.
there because it's gonna help. It's gonna help you both, and even when we go back to the Yellowbird groups and the Jack's Ria
Yeah,
groups, and they see this
yeah.
posted out there, they're gonna see, when all of this is cut and done, you'll be posting it, and they'll go, "Wait a second, that's Tasia and Chris. Like
Let's go, champ.
that's the duo."
champ.
Oh, we'll get we'll get there. We're
go.
gonna do that one. But a testament to your group, actually, I saw it like 3 weeks ago. Pablo Gonzalez, who is the content mastermind genius, right? He is the
Yes.
content creator that
Yeah.
understands this stuff.
Networking king.
Yes.
Networking king. He loves
Yeah.
the kingmaker strategy. So he is the kingmaker. So when there was a meeting, I think you had him at, I think it was the new place that you were doing. I forgot what street that was. It was
Market
the new
Street, yeah.
Which one? Market Street.
Market
Yeah,
Street.
exactly. There was something that he was doing and said, and he posted it actually online, and I watched it. And the audio, that I think that place just had a lot of reverb, but I watched
Yeah.
it, and I was like, "Wow, dang!" Pablo was saying that there, and it was
Yeah.
like valuable stuff, and
Yes.
he knows it too. He knew it too because he posted it. He probably was thinking that was like really good content to post up
Yeah.
there. But
Yes.
what
He's
people,
awesome.
yeah, oh, he's amazing. I mean, these
Mhm.
are the people that are local that you
Yeah.
wouldn't think that they provide this much value. He provides a ton of value,
Yeah.
bringing people like Pablo in the group, and he doesn't even he does real estate now, but he doesn't that's not that core business, right? His core
Yeah.
business is content creation. So he
Yeah.
understands like the stuff I'm doing. He's doing his show. So I totally understand this whole networking thing. So
Right.
let everybody know you're going to start the group back up in person again, right?
Yeah. Eventually, when it gets really clear, because right now it's back and forth. They saying it's getting good, then it's not getting good. We keep watching in the news and stuff like that. And once it get good, Al, I want people to be comfortable to come out. You know what I mean?
And
I don't
bring
want
their
nobody
kids.
being in jeopardy or
Yeah.
anything. 'Cause remember, we did have where the kids come out. Like we had a family atmosphere where we don't want you to have no excuses for not coming. So we want you to bring your kids and things like
Mhm.
that. We had the cookies and the candy,
Candy.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
In the corner they can play
Right.
in.
So they can come, they can bring the games and stuff like that. So I don't think right now it'd be good for kids and stuff like that to be around a lot of adults if they sick and stuff. So
For sure. Yeah.
yeah, I mean it sucks, but yeah, we just have to wait it out. I would love to do it. I would love to have you, come out, do
Absolutely.
your thing. I love you.
I'll be
Hey,
back.
listen, you yourself a box of information. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like I try to bring out the people who can really help and who loves to help. You know what I mean?
And love what they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you one of those people,
That's so true too, because I could talk about probate to death, no pun intended.
Yeah.
But we also do like the weird. So there's things that I don't do, and that's why it's good to have different pieces and different team members. But yeah, you're right. The people that do what we're doing are passionate about what we're doing, and I think that that's also another driving factor to why you have that group, why you have that in-person group, but you also have the online group where you are not just tackling Florida, you're tackling also all the other states to get people to be a part of that group, because real estate lifestyle is not just a name.
Right.
It is literally a lifestyle. That's what you said. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
way of life.
way of life,
Yeah.
So where did you derive that from? Like how did that come about? Where was the first time you came up with like real estate lifestyle and then you were branding it everywhere?
When I first went, if you can go back to my posts, I know I post a lot, right? So you have to go
Yes.
through thousands and thousands of posts. But I used to just use it just to say, hey, everybody's in this real estate lifestyle, just I love the real estate life, just using it as, words of wisdom, words of encouragement and stuff like that. It was never a brand name, it was always, hey, everybody in the real estate lifestyle, let's get together and things like that. It was just, using as a term. But now, once I seen people was responding to it so much early, I was like, this could be an awesome name because everybody's into it, like realtors, contractors, even like the with the people that do the signing, they do real estate stuff, right? You know what I mean? So it's just so many different services that can be in this lifestyle. So that's the only reason I went ahead and just did a broad name, real estate lifestyle. Everybody can relate. You know what I mean? Everybody.
Right.
So and that's the same thing with the Let's Go Champ. You know what I mean? I just built that up, from encouragement. You know what I mean? That's something that I just wanted to build up. It's just all these names. Like I used to use live your life, live your goals and dreams until it's your life.
Yeah.
That was an early thing I used to say right with this real estate lifestyle. You know what I mean? It was just different stuff, and some stuff fell off, some stuff stayed with me, but it was just stuff I used to just say. Now I branded myself with it.
Yeah, I think you both have an understanding about branding. That is for sure. Because a lot about branding isn't just like the logo, isn't just the top of mind, but it's having the same message, right?
Yeah.
So branding is having the same message also over and over again, so people relate to that. That's the whole idea. That you're constantly out there. You see a logo, you think, oh yep, that's Tasia and that's Chris. That's the real estate lifestyle. You see the whole thing with Let's Go Champ, which we're going to talk about. You think Chris and Tasia, but I think what you're doing, especially online and having a group, that was one of the big things Pablo and I had talked about before I even launched the show, was really bringing on those people that had created real estate groups and talking about the team building and the mindset behind, having these people on, right? What are the RIAs doing? What are the best practices that they're trying to make? What more value can these classes bring that you have with guests? Are you bringing more educational? Are you bringing more hands-on? Are you going to eventually, are you going to do walkthroughs? I think you were doing that at one point, right? Weren't you doing actual, we're showing up at this house?
To this day.
Still do, yeah.
To this day. We want people to get out. You can't learn this stuff, just keep watching videos. You know what I mean? So you have to take action, go out. Like me, myself, like you too. We learn by actually doing. We all human beings. You know what I mean? So you learn by actually doing. So I try to get the people that pick up things, to test things, to look and see the rehabs and see why we need to be down. Go look at the trees, see that tree. See, people don't think about the stuff in the yards. So I try to teach people by listening to the yard is a jungle. That has to come off your price. You know what I mean? Like they have to understand. So yeah, you have to be hands-on. Hands-on is the best.
Yeah, you understand it more.
Yeah.
I think you both love doing the hands-on stuff, bringing people along and saying, this is your first deal. This is how you do it. This is what you're looking for. I think really you're doing that with the going lives. I mean, for those of you that don't know Chris and Tasia, they go live a lot on their pages. And so they go into homes, they go into where the grass is taller than a giraffe, and then the roofs are caved in like this, right?
Does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I know Chris is you're rolling in there and you're just like, we're here, Let me look around.
And Al, what's crazy? She actually scared of grass.
Yeah.
So if it's really gray, if it's if it's something
and you're
that's
telling everybody.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because it's something. I mean,
I love this.
If it's something, if it's a big jungle or if it's really grassy, no sidewalk,
I'm not going
no
in there.
driveway.
No.
I'm like, all right, see you later.
Yeah.
And I just leave her at the car because
he knows.
She just don't like things like that. You have to work with your partner. You know what I mean? So some things she does like. That's what I want people to know. Don't force nothing on nobody. You know what I mean? So I have to work with her abilities to do whatever she has. She can give me out.
Yeah.
So if she
can't give you that high grass,
right? She can't give me the high grass. I take something else.
I could see you, Tasia, being like the queen of Arizona. You don't have to deal with any grass
Yes,
over there.
my brothers live there. Yes, exactly.
You know, you like sand. You just deal with the cactus, you know? And then Chris
Yes.
is going to be like, don't get me near that cactus. You're like, don't worry, I'll deal with the cactus.
No, that's exactly how it would go.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is why we're on here, right? Because I learn a lot about what you two are doing and how you're doing it. And you both have different styles. You both are different in what you do. And Chris, while you are out there standing and looking and doing all those hands-on things, we know behind the scenes who's really filming and who's really taking those
Yeah.
pictures. And now we have the whole spotlight shining on Tasia about this one. Here she is. Here she is. But there's something to be said about marketing and promotion. Even when we're at the Yellowbird events, I know there's something about, you know, showing everybody this is community. We're all here together. And Tasia, you are big on making sure you take those snapshots in time and getting those snapshots of Chris and doing things, which, because Chris, if you're doing them and there's no pictures of it, then you're like, what are we doing? Right. So
We need
that's
evidence. We need
yeah.
evidence.
So
Yeah.
so talk to us about that whole promotion and marketing. I still remember the TikTok video that you had walking out of Title America to like
Yeah.
that great song. It was like you're just
Yes.
like
Yeah.
walking out of there. But there's a style to that, right? Like
Yeah.
what is that whole marketing mindset and promotion that you both have? And Tasia, let it rip.
Mm-mm.
Let it rip. I just like taking pictures and videos. That's what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, I
And
think that's what it was, Al, because in the
yeah,
beginning, Al, I didn't even know, like the first picture of her taking of me was when I came back. When we came back and I was like, we're gonna go hard. Like we're gonna go, we're gonna go hard. And
he
we
was
went
putting out a
out,
banner
putting out the
sign.
banner sign. I think
Yeah,
I was taking a picture of her house. And when I got back to the car, she was like, hey, showed me the phone, said, hey, look what I did.
I just
And
love
I was
it.
like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay, seriously. We didn't think nothing of it when we first did that one picture.
Yeah.
And as we kept going that week, she just kept doing it, kept doing it. So I was like, you know
And
what?
he's seen what it was worth.
Yeah, I was like, let me
Yeah.
put them up, let me just start putting them up and see, show people what we're doing. Because I wanted to show people like, I'm a cook working 2 jobs, but I'm out here on my days off. I only had 2 days off, but I took action on my days off, and then if I had appointments, I made my appointments on my day off. So I think I was just trying to show people like working, work for yourself. You know what I mean? When you have time, do your job for yourself. So that's was the initial ideal, was just to show people that you can do this too. We used to be in the hardest places, places people wouldn't go to,
With little
things like
kids
that.
running up to us.
Running up to us, we'll take pictures of,
Yeah.
everything that's in the neighborhoods. And then it started, now it's videos. But
Videos,
yeah,
yeah.
it first was pictures just to give people inspiration. I'm still to this day, I like to, let's go chant. I got to say it. I got to say it right. But no, you have to, what I learned is you have to pump people up or life will crush you out. Come on. Like something that happened to your family member, something in your job. Like if your mind has to be focused on the long-term things of what you want in your life. If you let like what's happening now destroy you, you can't get past this and get here. You know what I mean? So I'm here to know, let's go. Don't matter what happened to you. I've been through a lot, just like everybody else. I step outside in the car, like all the stories that you can hear. I've been there. You know what I mean? You say, hey, I was homeless. Okay, I used to sleep in apartments. You know what I mean? I ran away when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? Thinking I was grown. And I used to sleep in abandoned apartments trying to be away from my family because I thought I was grown, things like that. You know what I mean? So all of us have stories. Think about it. Everybody have a story. It's up to us if we let it kill us and take us down. If we don't stand back up and make a fight for life out, then how we going to be able to move forward? You know what I mean?
And that's where we tune into
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ.
we have to talk about this, right? That's the style of being able to get up, do it, and getting and going and not feeling afraid to tackle the challenges, right? And so I think when I had first heard about you both talking about this, I'm thinking, what is this slogan? Like, I know you were doing real estate lifestyle, but gradually all of a sudden, like Chris, I think you were posting just "Let's Go Champ" as a comment, and then it became like a wait, it's a theme, and then you're posting it on full pictures and post, and then eventually it became gear. Like, look at this, I got the "Let's Go Champ" right here.
Look at, look at,
I got
know,
it.
right?
They gave it
You look
first
so
shirt.
good.
It was
It looks
really
really
good.
good.
I know, official shirt right now. Like I
Yeah.
had to wear it. So for
Yeah.
those that don't know anything about it, again, I don't even know how it came about. Where did this whole "Let's Go Champ" thing come from, and what does it mean not only to you, but what have you seen it means to others that hear that phrase?
Okay, so I found it seriously through, marketing and looking at other videos and stuff like that. So it was used for another sport, like a sport. And it was like motivation for these sports. So, when I seen it, I just threw it out, and it just, like you said, I just put it out for, little comments and things like that. And it just built up over the time. And now it's a brand, and now we're wearing it as merch, like you said. But I mean, it means motivation. It means get off your butt. You know what I mean? It means,
Keep
don't,
pushing.
yeah, or don't let things bother you. Like I was saying, like, don't let the world, don't let nothing, friends, family, let's go. Like, don't let nothing bother you in this world. You know what I mean?
Energy.
It is. So when people see it, it makes them, hey, I love, they'll text me or call me, tell me they love it. It's motivation. It's helping them to get up off the couch like I would want them to, because we got to keep networking every day, go to the meetups. We got to go to, to a network event. You know what I mean? We got to keep going to webinars. Like, we got to meet up. We got to do things like that. You know what I mean? Without that stuff, Al, you're not going to be able to get far. I'm telling you. So, it's just to get people going. It helps me, what I mean, go when I say it myself, So, from that, it just, I just want people to be motivated, seriously. Just when you see it, be motivated, right? Just get up.
I feel like "Let's Go Champ" is a mindset, right? It's not
It has
even
to
a
be.
brand, it's a mindset, right? Of the
Yeah,
hustle and the
yeah,
grind that you gotta keep going. You get into lulls once in a while, right? There's people that say they get into ruts maybe a month to
yeah,
2 months, and
yeah.
it's like,
That's it.
you could be not motivated anymore about what you're doing, and lose
Yeah.
focus and lose sight of the path that you're supposed to go on. But then you have the theme here for even the new people, the people that have been doing it a while, the new people. You have this theme that is just a mindset of motivation. So I
Yeah,
mean, and you're wearing it all the time, right? You wear it. You got the red ones, you
yeah.
got the purple ones, you got I
We
mean
got all the colors.
every color,
Oh,
and then you got the
we just
hats.
bought more. Yeah, we just bought more.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. You
And
got
then
to
you got the
keep.
mask.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You got to keep. We got to keep. Displaying it. We try to be like a big company, like anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all companies. If you go outside right now, you can find where Hardee's is. You can find out where, because of display. Everybody displaying themselves. So when I talk to people on the phone, I tell them to display your company. Always let people know what's going on. And let me tell you, Al, like when we go out into society, people come up to us, hey, y'all in the real estate,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, yes, I'm a realtor. Here's my card, that's connecting. And I'm not saying nothing, I'm just putting myself out there, promoting my brand, and people will come to you. I try to tell a lot of people that, always wear your company when you go outside, right? Or I was a cook when I was coming up, right? Remember? So I used to wear like TGI Friday, or if I worked at Cheesecake Factory, I wore their uniform. And when I went out, people were like, oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I'm like, oh man, I'm promoting for them. I'm not even there. You know what I'm saying? I'm promoting for them when I'm outside, like riding around or anything. I'm always promoting for a company. So do it for yourself. Ow, Let's Go Champ is representing our brand every day. We don't go outside without this.
Nowhere.
If we go to I'll tell you, Al, listen, if we go to the store to get soda, juice, anything, we putting on this.
Yeah, we go
We
to
don't wear
Office
no
Depot and
other.
they say this is the real estate couple.
Yeah, we don't wear. Listen,
Oh, interesting. So they know it by now. Even you're like becoming a business name, right? Like
yeah,
Home
yeah.
Depot people know, and people know what you're
And the
doing.
people at Office Max, like we go there a lot to do printing and things like that. They be like the real estate people. You know what I mean? So that just shows us like we doing the right thing. by wearing what people need to see. So we trying to track in, even in society, the people that we want to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, all of this plays a role in business, right? So I'm even thinking like, I have a new logo. I'm going to be having gear myself. And it's just like, when you're out there more and you're doing stuff, people recognize, oh, those are the real estate people. That is the attorney. He's the guy that films. That's the whole film crew, right? Like there's that perception. Do you ever get like when you're not in Home Depot or not in Office Depot about somebody coming up to you saying, what is this theme? What is the Let's Go Champ theme?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Grocery stores. What's that everywhere.
Mean? What does that mean?
Everywhere.
Like, we be like, we be throw it off at first, like, but we tell them it's just a motivation. We try to help people. And they're like, oh, okay. Like some people want to take pictures of us.
Yeah.
Like, listen, we live where we live at. We was going down to go to the car, and this guy just came up to us. Hey, can I take your picture?
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on. We was like,
right. How you look now. Yeah.
Right. So we was like, wow, it's our company. We had on real estate lifestyle symbol shirts. And I was like, well, it's our company name, so like you can't take it and make it and wear it. And it was like, oh no, I just want to show my friend this and that.
He's in real estate.
Yeah, come to find out, he was a guy that we went to a meetup with. We just had a meetup, but he remembered these shirts and seen this shirt. He came up to us and started talking to us. I know. Yeah. I was like, wow. And he lived right where we live at. Yes. He said, I'm always out here. I'm always delivering stuff for the church. And we was like, wow, we live upstairs. You know what I mean? But wearing this stuff, we connected right back that fast. And from a meetup. You know what I mean? So we didn't wear these shirts and things like that. He would never came up to us, never said anything to us. But we both was shocked, like, wow. Yeah. I remember you. I remember I got the water from you. He was like, yeah. I was like, wow, Al. But that's the power of always promoting your brand, your business, yourself. Like, I'm not gonna wear Jordans, Nike shirts, nothing like that gonna make me money or connect me to the people that I need to be connected to. And I want my network to be huge, so.
I was going to say, like, the ultimate point about what you're trying to make is that if you have a business and you have a logo and an image and a brand, you just got to keep promoting that, right? Yeah. Like you got to keep getting it out there. You're not Ralph Lauren. You're not the Jordan shoes. Like you're not, you got to promote what you do.
We all had to start from somewhere too. So
So now listen, now they're getting other people to wear their brand. You know what I mean? So that's what, listen, you have on our shirt because we thinking like Jordan and Gucci, right?
Right.
Let other people wear your brand, right? Let other people promote your brand. It's the same. We're a small business, but think real big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we follow the the steps of the huge companies. So that's why we always out there promoting ourselves, just like Burger King, just like McDonald's, just like anybody else, right? We're going to let people know what we do, who we are always. You know what I mean? Ain't no shadow of a doubt who we are. You're never going to think we somebody else. That's important to me and her. You know what I mean?
Of
course. We want you to know we only about this. We here to help you anytime you need it. Like it's never gonna be nothing different. You're never gonna see us hip hopping or doing anything else, ma'am. We here, we're gonna service you all the time. And that's how you should be about your business. Respect your business, respect your brand. And people will respect you and respect your brand also.
And this is why you have people like Pablo coming and explaining these kinds of things. Because it's not just about title. It's not just about probate. It's not just about all of the financing. You have to have a business at the end of the day. I think the more I've done these, the more I've realized that we're obviously not just real estate people, but we have business minds, right? Yeah. We're entrepreneurs. There's an entrepreneurial mindset that you have to have. That is the hustle, the grind. That you close the deal, great, next. You're on to the next one. Right. So that's why I kind of really understand that lifestyle, that let's go champ mentality, because it's getting people motivated. It's keeping people on the go. You're always posting about it. And like you said, Chris, the craziest part about all of this is I think we were at Jack's REIF and we left the meeting back in January. And as I was leaving, you were just like, I don't even know these people.
He says that all the time.
He's like, who are these people? They all know who I am. I don't even know these people. Like, right? What is that mentality to you?
Yeah, that's it's crazy, Al. That's what makes me, keep doing this. Like seriously, from day one, once I started getting that feedback back, I'm like, that's incredible. Like, it's almost like celebrity status, like saying, because most people know celebrities, but celebrities don't know you. You know what I mean? So by you branding yourself, just like, Max Maxwell, right? You know Max Maxwell?
No.
Oh, okay. So he's a big, well, no, he's a big wholesaler that's on YouTube. A lot of people know him.
Yeah.
But it's the same concept, right? He promotes himself so much everywhere. Let everybody know, hey, I'm making all this money. Hey, I'm doing all this good stuff. You know what I mean? And he lets you, it's not a secret. So if you in this business and I'm over here saying, hey, I'm over here doing all this stuff, it's gonna make you know me. So I'm telling you, Al, we just follow the same steps as the people that's out here doing these things. If you know these people branding themselves, well, that's what we need to do. Let's go champ, right? So
Nothing.
She's like, I'm
Don't hit the
rambling.
table.
I'm rambling.
No.
But I mean,
When
I don't know.
have you noticed when the show first started, Chris is just like, yeah, this is the whole brand.
Yeah,
This is
no, he
everything.
gets into it, Al. He gets into it.
Yeah,
After the
she
third
said I'm
question, is like,
she said I'm like a preacher. She said
Yes,
you
he
just go, and I'll be like just looking at you. I'm like, but no, it's passion.
He's gone.
No, Al,
No,
that's
it's
passion.
passion. Yeah.
That can, because I don't know where I'm just it's coming out.
He get the Holy Ghost.
I'm gonna say it's coming out because I feel that way about things, right?
Yeah.
Like I hope, I want people to be great. I really do. I want people to be great. Like I just don't want to be great. That's not gonna do nothing, right? I want everybody to be great because everybody got stories, Al. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody have rough stories. So if all us been through life and it's been rough, let's try to help them make it easy.
right. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. You just want to, you're all about helping people and helping them get to that next level and making sure they understand that there is a network around them. That's why when I post this, when we have the whole thing on YouTube and iTunes, we'll make sure everybody has the social links, the Instagram, the TikTok, the YouTube channel. How's the TikTok going though? Are you still doing it?
Yeah.
We use it for closings.
Yeah.
So when we close on our deals, we'll use that for inspiration to get people to know, hey, you can do this too. I think the last video we
did the poster signs. He did the poster signs. Yeah,
oh yeah.
I got like 3,000 views, which was pretty good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off of that
really?
Video. Yeah. I was like,
more than that.
She was like,
I was jealous.
She was jealous because the one. Yeah, because remember that time I gave her like $5,000 online and it was like 2,000 views.
No, it was like 5.
Okay, so
so he has over 5 now.
Yeah, so we just try to get our views up, Al. You know what I mean? I mean, we're not doing this so we can like be we the baddest, or we want everybody to see that you can do this.
Yeah.
Wait, how many views?
Like 5,000.
5,000.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for her stuff. I mean, we want people to see.
Yeah.
Like, we did this because, I have burns on my arms. I don't know if you guys can see, but here on my arms and here out, for me, working in the kitchens, like, pulling the food out the ovens and things like that. So I can relate to anybody. If you was homeless, I can relate. If you work 2 jobs, I can relate. If you, older and think, hey, your time is up, I'm older. You know what I mean? So I can relate to a lot of people, even the younger people, right? Oh, they don't know this stuff here exists. Like, I didn't even know this real estate existed, like wholesaling existed. Yeah. So once, they call me, I talk to them for hours on the phone. Like, people don't know this. I talk to people from Alaska, California, seriously, Iraq. People be calling me from Iraq. Hey, I see you on Facebook. Like, let me tell you, I get calls from the whole planet. I promise, Al. No, it's crazy. The marketing that we're talking about, people call me. Hey, man, I see you. You know what I mean? I'm like, where you at? They're like, I'm way over in Texas, or I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in New York. I'm like, wow. How you know? How you see? I see you on Facebook. Some people call me and say, you the only one that's working in Jacksonville. Like, is it any other wholesalers? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's a whole lot of us, but they only see me. We use Facebook.
Those are due to those groups.
Yeah, plus we in like the 3,000 groups, I'm posting. And then like if I'm posting in these, she posted in the other ones. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we like tag
team.
I mean, that's what we do for deals. Like I work all over the United States. She works in Florida.
Yeah.
So I do the deals all over the United States. she do the deals here in Florida, Jacksonville, Lower Florida, JVs, all that stuff like that. Like she tries to get all that, and then I'm attacking wholesalers, realtors, like Zillow. I'm talking to homeowners in Illinois. Seriously, talking to homeowners in Pennsylvania
So
all day.
are you
Yeah.
both looking for buyers? Is that the goal, that you're looking for buyers? Or are you looking for, doesn't matter?
No deals because we work with
Deals.
the teams.
Yeah.
Remember we were saying we built
Right.
up. When she built up your teams, you don't need to run around like crazy. So we built up a team that can do deals all over the United States, which is Julie and Peter partner-driven partnership program. So they doing fix and flips all over the United States. We just closed a deal in Georgia off of Zillow. I made $5,000 sitting here at the house. I didn't go nowhere. So we trying to ramp that up out. You know what I mean? We on Zillow like crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't think people know that's something that's possible, right? Like that is possible out there.
Let me
You
tell
just got to
why,
do the
though.
research.
Well, yeah, because the houses are nicer, right? Sometimes it is a difference in the price and the investment once you get a realtor involved. And see, that's what we do to make a deal.
Yeah.
So every time we see a deal that we think is a deal, we have to call a realtor to get comps for that deal. So we do a deal in North Carolina. We need to get a realtor to back those numbers to make sure it's a deal. And then the realtor works as our eyes. She goes inside, take the pictures. She lists the property for us, so we don't need to be there. The realtor does all the work. You know what I mean? Take it to the closing attorneys, all that.
What's the secret though to really making those connections even out of state for you, Chris? Like how are you finding those great wholesalers, the great buyers, the great realtors? Like how do you, not only like how are you doing it, but how do you know?
Right.
How do you know they're legit too? They're going to do it.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
because we go through so much. When in the beginning, in the beginning I used to talk to a lot of people. So now, like I said, when we ask people a couple questions, are you investor friendly? Right. So that's one of the things we ask a realtor when we call a realtor, and we call them off realtor.com. So if I got a deal in New York, say like Pennsylvania, Philly, Pennsylvania, I would go to the realtor.com and put in Philly, Pennsylvania, and then call a realtor that's direct in that area. And we just say, hey, I got your number off realtor.com. I would just call and see if you was investor-friendly realtor, see? So by me doing things like that, that just opens up the floor, and then we get in conversation, and then I can figure out what's going on then. With wholesalers and all that, I always explain to them that, I'm a wholesaler also, and that we work with teams that buy deals, and that we can help, with partnerships. A lot of times, what the thing is, if a wholesaler has a company, it's harder to work with them. That's what we found over this 1.5 or 2 years we've been doing it. If you got an established company, it's hard to work, because you have your way you doing things, the way you close things and stuff like that. So you don't trust another person to take care of your stuff. But if you are a wholesaler individual, it's easier to work with a wholesaler individual than a team or people with a company established. Just letting you know that. Yeah.
That's
so
interesting.
Yeah, because I got my own way of doing things. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if I'm already, I close at this title, like me, we close at Title America. So if you tell me you want to close somewhere else, I'm like, nah, because I have my own way too. So it's not just them, me too, right? Everybody have their set ways of doing their business if you establish business with a brand. If you're a new wholesaler, you just need help. You just need somebody to help you close your deals. You rather, you open to working with everybody because you don't have your network built up yet. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's some things like that, take into, that's how I found some people, and that's some tips I try to tell people, if they're new, you good. If they're old, you might have some problems. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? You might, because they don't want you to take control of their deal.
They have set standards,
They want you to bring the buyers so that they can have the buyers connected. And he's like, no, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? So just different stuff. And even with her, she knows too.
Oh yeah.
Trying to work with different people. It's just it's hard. So it's a numbers game out. So I guess the bottom answer to that is a numbers game. You have to go through a lot of people just like you go through deals. Seriously. That's how I understand it. So we go through tons of people. That's why I'm in 3,000 groups out. So I can go through, seriously, it is a mind thing. Like I already know all this stuff, like it's gonna be some terrible things. We're not gonna close all our deals. Some homeowners gonna cuss us out. Like we know going into this stuff, all the potential things that can happen. And you have to live like that. Like you can never forget that. You can't be one day, oh, why they tripping or what? No, that's just,
that's how
that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And that's funny that you're talking about that, because that I saw exactly where you were going, where we are at right now. And that is, if you're in real estate, actually it's like almost three parts. It's real estate, it's business, and it's psychology, right?
Yeah.
Understanding the behaviors, attitudes, motivations, and who knows what else of people. And if you're in real estate, you have to understand people. So how do you both deal with that on a daily basis? Like, I'm sure you both come and are like, wow, what was that about? Like, how do we do things differently next time? It's because you have to understand, like, you have so many personalities, right? So many different people out there are not always happy, but then you have the happy ones. Then you have the ones that have a mindset, they're all over the place. Like, how are you all dealing with that when you meet so many people?
It's like customer service. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to work in a hospital in the kitchen. So I know about customer
Hey, you remember I
service.
used to be a cook. I'm a cook. You know what I mean? So you got bad food. We so used to it. For us,
To adjust to people personalities.
yeah, we came from a food industry. We come from working with people. That helps. Like that helped us be able to deal with a lot of the
and
stuff
not take
that's
it
come.
personal. You can't take it personal.
So your background matters. I think, Al, like what you did before. I think that really matters. I mean, it would help. You know what I mean? So like,
Definitely.
we came from an industry where we already was dealing with, it was something else. You know what I mean? It was a lot of
A
stuff.
lot of
A lot of
personalities.
personalities.
As I'm
So,
on the show and I do more of these episodes, it's funny how these similar themes come out about how your background really facilitated you to where you
yeah,
are today, right? And I
crazy.
think
Yeah.
and hearing you both talk about the background in the hospital and cooking and how it translates, because Chris, you're in the kitchen, you got to deal with so many people. And Tasia,
Yeah.
when you're in the hospital, you have like so many nurses and doctors and
Patient,
and patients
everybody.
and
Yes.
everybody, and everybody can be all over the place. And then I
Mhm.
think, there was somebody I had on the other day that talked about how they had a marketing background, and that's why they're doing so amazing today with marketing. They love the marketing, right?
Yep.
In the real estate. Same thing with me. I used to be a violinist, right? I played violin all the time.
Oh,
I didn't know
And
that.
I didn't know
all
that.
right, I used to play violin all the
Wow.
time. Yeah, for 15 years. And I used to
Wow.
be up on stage, spotlight directly on me, and
Wow.
I'd have to be the one to perform. And so
Wow.
how does that translate today? Now look at this, right? It's kind of that same mindset of
Mhm.
I was a performer. I'm a performer. I'm on stage. I know how to be on the stage. So
Mhm.
I'm not afraid to be in the spotlight. I was in the spotlight for many years. It was
That's
just a
Right.
great.
matter of it,
Yeah.
right? It's a matter of it
Yeah.
actually coming out, and like, you just got to do it, right? The whole just do
Mhm.
it, get out there. And so yeah, dealing with people like that, I think it's all about where your background is from,
Yeah.
right? And then it translates into real estate and how you're able to deal with so many different personalities. Same thing with me, right? I'm a people person. I mean, I know so many people. You know how many people come to me and meet with me? I know so many. I've seen so many. That's when the receptionist is like, that person was wild. I was like, nah, that's not the worst I've ever heard, right?
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Exactly.
I've heard, stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So I have to ask, one of my signature questions in my show is
Mhm.
all about the deals, right? So when you're out there, you could do all the promotion, let's go champ, real estate lifestyle, hustle grind, but it really comes down to the deal. Getting the deal, locking up the deal, whether it's with the wholesaler or the direct seller themselves. There is a question I have on the show, which is, how are you just building that trust between you and the seller? And not only from the beginning, but throughout the whole transaction, right? Because a lot of realtors, investors, many in Jacksonville are great at what they're doing. So they're doing it throughout. But if you're new to the game, you miss that whole, like, oh, I got the deal, I'm done, I'm out, next, right? So I've heard different answers to this, like creative solutions, bringing a creative solution to a problem. But in the world of Tasia Hill and Chris Varnes, when you get these deals, how are you driving that trust with the seller?
Well, they ask you, what company you use and things like that. So we always let them know who we work with.
Be transparent.
We always honest on Al. I think honesty will go a long way with you. We don't, hide anything. We sometimes we buy, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we, have partners who buy. So being honest with the people. Then always, calling and checking on them and seeing how they're doing. If it's a holiday, you call them, check on, hey, Happy New Year's. You know what I mean? Just let you know we're getting close to closing.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, let me know.
Yeah.
Then the next couple of days, call them. Hey, I'm just calling to check up on you to make sure, let you
Give
know
you some
closing is still
updates.
okay.
Yeah,
So you have to, with the sellers, like a deal. You have to follow up into the closing date. You ask them if they need, anything from you. Just keep asking just to make sure they know you're not a scam. A lot of right now, people are thinking everything's a scam now. You know what I mean? Especially from Facebook. So if you're dealing with somebody from Facebook and it's a homeowner, assumingly they're gonna think you're a scam, especially if they're in Texas, you in Jacksonville. So getting on the phone a lot with people other than just texting, it will help you out because now they can hear that I'm the nicest guy on the planet, right? Anything they need, I can answer it or find an answer for it.
Yeah.
They know that I'm with a female, so a lot of times, couples can make a customer feel more comfortable, especially if it's a female. Here's a female, and I'm not just a male coming over and making them uncomfortable. So, I've seen, being in a couple situation can help smooth and appease a customer to the end of the to the end to closing because sometimes I talk to her, sometimes she can talk to them, and then working together it just makes the customer feel better. I think Al, seriously. So I'm not saying a man just can't do it, but it just makes it better when it's two. When we go to appointments, it's us. You know what I mean? We got the same stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff
That's
on.
true. The benefit of the power duo couple,
Yeah,
right? That's
it really,
interesting.
it
Yeah,
really helps.
yeah, there's optics to this too, right?
It
There's
is,
optics to the trust that, it's you are actually two people out there that are a couple that are grinding, and you're
right,
not just some guy that's on the phone just
right,
auto dialing. Like you're
right.
showing that you're actual people and that you can relate to them. And if you can relate to them, and yeah, like you're saying, Chris, like just being like bringing that communication, talking
Mhm.
to them. Have you found Zoom to be even more useful for your business? Are you using Zoom more to even build that, like that video connection?
I haven't yet because a lot of times we talking to the homeowners. I don't they older, they're not into this stuff yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't know what Zoom is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we target older, people, you know what I mean? So I would love to, you know what I mean, so they can feel more comfortable. I mean, that's a good idea. I seen it's going, it's a big thing that's coming up. I'm starting to see it a lot, so yeah, it's a good, you get some younger people, maybe we'll try it out. But right
Yeah.
now, the customers that we are dealing with, they're not even understanding that we can do virtual deals and don't have to be there.
Yeah, they have a
So
hard time printing and everything.
we
So
explain it like we can do a deal and you there. We use the realtors and things like that to help us out. They're boots on the ground, blah blah blah. Blah. So people are still getting used to that nuance of doing deals without you being there. So
Yeah, I
I,
had a guest on, Michael McKay. He's a new investor to town from the New York area. And I asked him that question. And he was saying how, yeah, he'll pick up the phone, talk to them. But a great follow up method that he does too is he'll like record like a little message and he'll send it out to that person, almost personalizing, like, hey, I'm a human. I'm not a robot behind a desk. I'm
yeah,
not an
yeah, that
auto
sounds
dialer.
cool.
That's
yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. It was like, hey,
Yeah,
just wanted to show that, you don't have to show me you, but I'll show you me. And
exactly.
we're out there, we're doing this stuff.
and
Like I'm
you know who does that?
who?
Pablo, when he first came to my meetup, after he left my meetup, he left me a personal video message. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. You remember he left, he was like, thank you for inviting me to your meetup. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. I was like, wow. Like that was unique because I never got a thank you video, right, from anybody. So Pablo's on it. Like
Yeah.
he really on that stuff, man. He's ahead of time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Yeah.
I never even thought about that before Mike said it. And then And then now you're saying Pablo was doing it. It's a unique strategy because, you know, it's one thing to send an email and a text to somebody, but then it's another thing to see their face and their picture.
Right.
That's why with the
Yeah.
quote cards, I have the picture because you can see that it's you two saying that quote. It's not just a quote and like, who are they? You know,
Right,
it's like
right.
you are who you are, like, you know, putting a name to a face and,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it helps. It helps.
yeah.
does.
And that's personalized. That's in this day and age, like when it comes to our generation, that speaks volumes. I think a lot of people, the baby boomers won't really relate to that a lot,
Right.
you know, because they'll want to see mail or, you know, handwritten letter or something like that. Like, thank you.
Right.
But you were okay with, oh yeah, cool video. Okay. Next thing, TikTok, you know,
Yeah.
onto the next moment.
Right.
Just crazy stuff like that. So,
Right.
so I also have to ask you before I deviate to my next question, are there any specific niches that you both are truly tackling in the Jacksonville area? Maybe Tasia, like, you know, like what's been one of those big niche markets that you're tackling, whether it's tax delinquencies, pre-foreclosures,
All
tax,
of it, Al.
all of it.
All of it.
You need more leads. Like I think if you limit yourself to, you know, especially somebody like us who work with the best teams in Jacksonville, like we got Yellowbird, we got Dom G, we got different buyers like calling us, asking for deals. So we need like a lot of different deals, you know, land, mobile homes, we can do it all. So we hurting ourselves if we limit ourselves to just one list.
Yeah.
Like right now we got like 3,000 leads that we got to go through. So we just try to keep, you
More
know,
than that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
more than that.
Jacksonville. Then we know we got
Yeah.
Georgia. We're everywhere, man. But yeah, we need a lot of leads out because a lot of people not gonna go with the offers that you. The problem is if there's somebody want 80, but we need it at 60. A lot of times they're not. That's a big jump.
Yeah.
You know, homeowners, $5,000 is a big jump. You know, to some people. So it's kind of hard to get people to come from 80 to 60. So we got to move on or follow up. So that's why you need so many leads. And a lot of people are not understanding that. They're not understanding why they're not getting deals. It's because you're not putting enough into your pipeline to check it out. You know what I mean? So we check out everything out. Realtor stuff, wholesaler stuff, stuff. If we ride and buy stuff, we stopping.
Yes.
You know, I know you've seen pictures of us getting out the car and talking to contractors, man. You know, you have to give yourself a chance.
You have to do everything.
You have to give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I want to
just
be
get it tackled.
overwhelmed.
Yeah,
like
you'd rather have more than less.
Yes. Oh yes, most definitely.
Oh yeah.
You know, like my brother, I'm teaching my brother now in Delaware. I know that's probably another topic, but he's doing pretty good. He made $12,000. He closing on a $15,000 deal. He got 4 more deals. He's the only one there that I'm trying. He's the only one there, like me, that hustling mind. So I'm trying to get him to take over the area where he's at, because there's no Yellowbirds, there's no Dom and G, there's nothing. You know, I'm from Delaware, so I don't know if you know Delaware.
I've never been there, but
it's only 3 counties. You know, just 3 counties. I mean, it's not nothing major. There's no really big buildings unless you go to Wilmington, which is North Delaware. But other than that, he can like network that whole thing and take over. And slowly but surely, he will. He's doing it. You know, he's starting to do it.
He learned so fast.
That makes me feel good. You know, like helping people like that, like my brother. You know, he's so happy now, man. He calls me every day. Hey, real estate. We talk about real estate. You know what I mean? It's so awesome, man. You know, he like, I got this deal. What I need to do, this and that. Yeah. So I'm teaching him, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
well, look what that did. Just jumping in.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, man. I mean, he took the initiative took the action. You know, I just give you the knowledge, right? But he's the one that's doing this now. You know what I mean? Like he's the one to call in, make appointments. He finding buyers. He building up that. So, you know, people we try to teach. A lot of people take it and run with it. But then some people, like, you know, other people will do it, make a deal. And like we got this one guy. He went back to work. I'm like, you gotta stay busy. You got to stay on it. You know, if you don't stay on it, you're gonna have to go to work. Exactly. You know, that's why we have this Let's Go chant. You know, because we don't want you to go back to work. We want you to stay with us.
Right.
Stay
right.
on this
right.
side.
And that's amazing. You even inspired your brother to do this. So I mean, and that's family. I mean, he sees what you're doing. He's like, well, I could do this too, even if it's in another state. And that's inspiring too. I mean, for family to do this.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. So that's why I'm
He
happy.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
I got to give him a shout out. You know what I mean? Because he could be doing other things, but he took action. You know what I mean? And now he's making $12,000. Like right now, it's gonna be his biggest deal, 15,000 in one deal. You know, I'm like,
Wow.
man, I know, wow, you know what I mean? And that's in Delaware. And he's the only one doing it. So I'm like, bro, you can really take over, you know, like just keep marketing, set up, you get your little office like Al, right? You know, have people coming in,
Oh,
you know what
I
I mean?
can't wait to do that. That's going to be a
Right,
lot of fun where we're going to have like a sit down where I'm thinking even for season 2, I was just thinking about that on the show, right? About
right,
having almost like seasons to this, because there has to be a beginning and there has to be an end. There has to be a whole, there's got to be a series. It can't just be infinite. There's got to be structure
right,
to this, right? So
right,
I'm
right.
even thinking it'll be like season 1 and then season 2 and then,
That's good. Yeah.
yeah, there's different stuff to this. So yeah, there's going
I
to be
mean, how many episodes per season?
Yeah.
That's
I
the
know.
thing.
I got to think about that.
Yes,
I
yes.
know. I gotta get to a point. I'm like the season finale. What? Like
Yeah.
Like, no, no.
I don't know when the season finale
Encore.
is, right?
Do a party.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We'll have everybody in here for like a massive podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, look
Yeah,
at
I
that. We'll
know,
have like
right?
6 of them set up going back and forth.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Everybody just talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Like a little
I'm
panel.
thinking
That's why
about
I
it now.
like a little panel. You know how you have
Yeah.
like a little panel and
Yeah.
you just
Everybody
talking to everybody.
a little different, almost like a go around for sure. I think there would be
I
plenty
change
of
it up.
room.
You can change it up anytime, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of doing what they call coffee with Al, or every month I'll do like a sit down. We'll bring like 3 to 4 people. You can't be repeats within the same year though. You keep
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I get it. I
so
get it.
Oh.
yeah, it's almost like once you use it, then you have to wait till the next year. So it's almost like it forces people to be
New
out there,
people.
different
Yeah.
people, different network. You get one
Yeah.
shot
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you ask your questions and you got to meet for the whole year. Something like that. But yeah, there's so much, we brainstorm about back and forth on
Right.
all this stuff. But most importantly, on the deals that you're doing, when you get that seller or you get that buyer, for what you all see, what is one of the most important tips that you use or tricks that you use to lock up the deals?
Okay, so for me, we use Teams to adjust our prices and stuff like that. They tell us what price we need. So before we go to appointment, we already know what we need to be
Where we
at.
need to be. Yeah.
You know, that's very good. You know, so that's called reverse wholesaling, where you go get the price from the buyers and stuff like that, and then you can go to the appointment with the price. So, a lot of times we go to these appointments, the prices are close.
Mhm.
You have to go when you do these deals, you have to run your numbers. So we don't
A
go
must.
to a deal
Yeah.
if we need to be at 60 and they want 300.
Mhm.
There's no point. You know what I
Right.
mean? So we'll go to a deal if they at 70 and we need to be at 60. You see what I'm saying? That's more doable. You know what I mean? So, we go over and we explain to the homeowner because, we're paying costs, closing costs and things like that, the rehab, things like that, we probably would need to be at 60, which is only $10,000 less. A lot of homeowners take that. So that's why
Yeah.
we're closing a lot of deals, because we're going to appointments that's closer to where we really need to be.
Mhm.
And that's smart. Don't just go to appointments and you're not going to be close, or you're too
Yeah.
far apart. The homeowner not going to take your offer. They're not going to take $100,000 off their price. I don't
Or
care
if
who
you
you
take
are.
they offer
You
and
know?
you're just off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people do that, right? They go to appointments and they know they ain't gonna work, but they're like, somebody gonna buy this.
Exactly.
That's not a good business. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's the only reason the homeowners are taking our offers more often than none is because we're closer to what they want.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's simple.
yeah, I had Adam Locklear on yesterday to do the podcast, and I asked him the same question, and he was like, "Bring the contract to the house. Bring
Yeah,
a
that worked too. Yeah,
fi-
that works too.
bring the physical contract to the
Yeah, we have
house."
it in the car.
We have it in the car.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, because
Yeah.
that
So,
way
I
it's
mean, but it helps too if you're close to what they want too. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Mhm.
I mean, some people don't really care about that, but I want the homeowner to get almost what they want out. You know what I mean? I want you to be happy about this offer that we're going to accept. And it makes it easier for everybody. You know what I mean?
Because this one homeowner said he didn't want anything.
Don't want,
Chris is like, I'm going to give you
I'm
something.
going to give you something. Like, you know, I ran into a deal, right? Like recently, he don't want nothing now. He don't want no money. He just want to get rid of the house. So, you know, I'm like, I can't do that. You know, I got to give you something. You know, I'm going to figure out something to give you. So, see, sometimes you be nice and good, it'll come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I just try to keep everything simple. I work with a team that breaks the numbers down, give me what we need. If it's not close, we'll pass. We won't even go. If it's close, especially 5,000 to 10, we're gonna go set the appointment and go see if we need to go down that $10,000. You know, if not, we go back to the team. Hey, they at 70. You think that'll work? You know what I mean?
Right.
The house look awesome. You know, the house look great. You know, so we still trying to help the homeowner some way or fashion. You know, either we have to go down just a little bit because of work, or we can go up, stay right there. We try to figure out. You know, right now we're doing the creative financing deals, where, you know, we can ask them, will they take a down payment and payments per month? So, you know, that's a new thing that we just added into our business, and we're working on 3 deals already. I have investors. So remember I was saying build up your network?
Right.
Investors also sell their deals. So I have an investor who selling his deals to me, owner financing.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is awesome.
This is also, it's almost like another tip and trick is learning these new things that can help on, because you would think, oh, he's an investor. Oh, he's got his deal. We can't do anything. But it's like, well, wait a second. You educate yourself on new tactics like the creative financing in a way that you can do owner financing, and you bring a different level to the game. So it's almost like educating to even find a new tip to lock up a deal with somebody, and you're networking at the same time.
Yeah, and they're already there, you know, but now you do deals different or added something to it. Now I can help them even more, you know, not just bringing them deals. Now I can help them get rid of their deals and make them happy about it. You know, so right now he got 4 deals. Right now I got 2, and I sent them into my team. So they're working on their numbers and seeing what we can offer them. So it's awesome. Like I said, you know, I work with teams. Like I don't have to do the work. You know, I do the first half, my team take care of the second half.
Right.
You know,
Well, great.
so,
This is fantastic. Yeah. Eventually
awesome.
you both are going to get busy enough that you're going to be outsourcing, having VAs. Do you have any VAs right now?
No,
Not
we
yet.
do a lot of texting. Well, we text a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just, well, I'm not we, Tasia.
The texting queen.
Yes. Yeah, Tasia, she do about 50 to 100
a day.
You know, but that's not our only thing, you know, like why she doing that? You know, I'm doing other things that are on this and that. And then she also does her stuff on top of her texting. So she really is a hard worker, you know. Anytime I make, you know, money, I'm giving her the money, you know what I mean? Because she's making money, I'm making the money. So you got to split the money. That's, you know, when you're working with these people, you have to make sure everybody's getting money. You know, I want her bank account to be just as much as mine. You know what I mean? I don't want me to, I'll have 100 grand. She got 10, you know, I should have 100. She should have 100. Seriously.
It's a mindset for sure.
It is, you know, because we both came from kitchens. You know what I mean? My first deal, like I was telling you, I told her, I said, listen, I'm going to do this. So when I got the first check, you know, I was like, you know, I told you, you know, and then she's like, you know, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I told you, you know, because, you know, people always say things. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
That's true.
I never.
He stuck to it.
I'm a person of my words. If I tell her I'm going to do something, right, I got to stick to that.
And I'm going to hold him to it. So,
you know? Yeah. So I told her, you know, we're going to do this. And I just made it happen. I was so happy to show her the check. You know, so now she's with it. Now we working, you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like accountability. When you say it out loud, right? That's what they were doing at Yellowbird Speak for a while, right? Before COVID, they were having people up on stage, almost like it's you're taking accountability. You're doing it in front of people. You're doing it in front of a camera. Like, you know, you're saying you're going to do it, and then or you're saying it to each other, which is even bigger, because that's growing together. That's bonding even more about strengths, weaknesses, like, you know, both of you melding and doing what you're doing. It's great. It's fantastic. And
listen, I'm sorry, but like for Facebook, I use that like for a goal board too. Like people like, oh, he just posting this, but no, I'm holding myself accountable. I'm glad you said that. So once I put it up there, I can't take it back.
Mm-mm.
You see what I'm saying? Seriously. So when I post something, hey, I want to do 10 deals a month, I'm holding myself accountable for that.
I
You
want to throw my
understand?
alarm clock away.
I'm holding myself accountable. You know, anything I
Yeah.
put up on Facebook myself is something that I'm really working on. I'm really trying to do. Like every month, I swear, I'm trying to get 10 deals a month. Sometimes we get 7, 2 close, you know what I mean? So we getting, sometimes one time we had 10,
Yeah.
you know, and I was so happy, like we did it, we made the
Yeah.
10, but we didn't close the whole 10. So, you know, we getting close to the goals and things that I'm holding myself accountable for by putting it up as a post.
Right. Yeah,
You
you're
know what I mean?
accountable for what you're doing, for sure.
Yeah,
And it helps both of you. It helps both of you grow. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of the final questions that I have for my show, and if it's probate, it's probate. If not, well, you know, I can't get off the show without talking about probate, right?
right.
So if it's probate, let me know. But I get different answers on this question from time to time. It could be title, it could be appraisers, it could be lenders, it could be just people getting in the way, tenants getting in the way, we can't get in the house. Just there's an array of different things, right? There's so many things on
We
this,
heard
right?
it all. We heard it all.
Yeah. But there's always that one thing that comes up in the deal that's like, oh, it's not happening. It's not going to go the way we thought it was. So in the world of Tasia and Chris, what is the biggest deal killer that you find?
When I don't get the contract back.
That's simple. Seriously.
Yeah.
We send out
All the time.
many contracts.
So many. Me myself personally.
I think it's because other contracts are just beating ours out.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So, but that's our biggest thing. Like just getting them back after we send them.
We could get them.
We can talk to them. They like, yeah, well, come on, send it to us. We'll send it, everything nice. But when it come time to come, we be like, hey, can we get that back? We don't hear nothing.
No, ghost.
Hey,
wow.
Anything about the contract?
That's the deal killer when you don't hear back from them.
I'm like, what happened? We were everything was nice. We gave you a price. we talked about the price. We give me what you want. All the terms are there. But yeah, like trying to get I put that up sometime. You know, hey, I put up deals, hoping please the contracts come back. And I'd be serious because a lot of times, Al, seriously, like, you know, I think it's because we're getting beat out by other deals. Like somebody contract was better. You know, our contract saying 15 inspection days, 21 days to close. Theirs might say 7, period. You know, cash right now.
0.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess if I got a contract like that, I'm going to go ahead and just go with that one. Then, you know, other ones I just throw in the trash. So I think that's what's going on right now because the market is like, you know, it's moving. So
Fast.
Let me ask you this. So the first couple of times that happened, you both were probably thinking like, is it us? Is it what we said? Is it what we did? Is it like how we acted? And was that the first mindset? Tasia, you got something you're gonna say. I know it.
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Because I mean, the first couple of times you had to think it's frustrating. And then no,
not the first couple of times. After it happens after the first couple of times. And it continues to happen.
I mean,
that's when I get a little.
She's trying to work on closing a deal herself.
Yes.
That's why. Like I'm the one always doing the paperwork.
Yes, he's always.
So now I'm trying to get her to close in her name in her own, you know what I mean, on her own. So that's why it's so frustrating because she hasn't done it yet. And
not the first 2 times.
She sent a lot of contracts out.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
So I'm like closing still.
It's like
I'm still closing and hers are still not coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what strategies have you changed, Tasia, to like make sure that like you had to have really sat and thought about like maybe like doing things differently or I don't know what you're saying to
I try to change the script on how I'm texting people and see if that works and just try different things.
I mean, I'm here, but I let her try to do it. You know, I'm like here, but I'm not. I'm like, you need to, you know,
do it yourself.
You know what I mean? I push everybody. She's no exception. Right?
I get it the worst.
I'm like, you know, come on, you got to close a deal. Like,
get out your feelings. Let's go.
Like, it's just people we got to go through. You know what I mean? So everybody needs this let's go chant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just other people. Sometimes me and her
Yes.
needs this let's go champ. You know what I mean? Because it does get frustrating. If you just dealing like, we had 4 deals this month, and 2 of them was bad. The rehabs were bad, and 2 of them we just got beat out again. So that's 4 deals that we had. And Al, we always having at least 4 to 6 deals under contract a month, but you guys never get to see them. So that is frustrating.
Wow.
That can frustrate you. You know what I mean?
We don't even get to see.
You know what I mean?
You know?
And you like, oh, me, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait to post. I can't wait. She like, hold
I'm
on.
like, no,
She's like,
no,
hold
you don't
on,
know what's
hold on.
happening,
I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got him. But something always happens, like she said, people beating us out. I mean, the reason too, Al, we doing this all over the United States. So we're sending my team in Georgia, we just send in the information, the pictures, the comps, all that stuff, and then they'll send us out a contract, signed, everything. Only thing we got to do is put the price on it, my partner's name on it, everything. All I got to do is put the price and the date by my partner's name and send it to the homeowner. So we doing this all week, all over. But
Right.
like I said, I think we have 11 contracts out right now all over the United States.
Right.
11. And we haven't gotten not one back. See what I'm saying? And that's me. I'm doing this now, right? So now I got 11 contracts out all over the United States, but nobody is sending them back. Some people are saying, oh, I sold it already. So it's just too much competition, but you got to keep, going.
Yeah.
You got to keep going. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
You got to keep driving. Let's go champ, right? Let's go champ.
Let's go
Keep
champ.
going.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. But I can't get off the show without talking about probate,
Right.
right? What
Mhm.
is probate in the world of Tasia Hill and Chris Varnes? Like what is your thoughts on that?
I mean, right now we thought we had one with you.
Yeah, we did.
Right? But we really don't run into a lot of them out. Seriously. That's why we, don't be in offers a lot. A lot of the deals are vacancies or something like that. We get stuff from realtors. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't, seriously, we don't deal with a lot of it.
We wish we did, so we can bring them to you.
I think you're going to see them a lot more. I think the more you do this and the more you network, the more you're going to see them, because I think when Adam and I were talking yesterday on the podcast, he was talking about that silver tsunami, the thing that's coming, because you all came to the boot camp that I did, right? You came to the probate boot camp, and I talk about that silver tsunami, the 2020, 2030s, and I already can tell where we're coming in Florida alone, right? Not even just Jacksonville, but all over Volusia County and Tampa, Orlando. It's going to keep getting bigger. And I think you both know that. I think you both realize that. It's just, I think all of this is still early on, right? Like we're in 2021 and it hasn't like really hit yet, but I think you both know that once it hits, you're going to know exactly what to do. And you're going to see it.
Yeah.
You're going to see it and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to know exactly what's happening and what's going on, because like I said, I think you're going to see it more and more, whether it's a trust, whether it's probates, whether it's weird, the different. Title is going to be crazier than ever, I think, in Florida. Title issues are going to be, and so many people are moving here, right? So many people are moving. And when you move here, you build a huge population, and over time, people die, people leave properties, there's issues. And so you're going to find more houses, more probate issues, more title issues. So there's so much to be said about that, but great answer too. You haven't seen it yet. And that's the example I tell people. It's like the yellow car. When was the last time you both saw a yellow car?
Right.
Right. But now watch what happens. You're going to be in the car and Tasia's going to look to the left and go, oh my gosh, there's a yellow car right there. You're going to see it more and more now that I said it, right?
On your mind, right?
Yeah, you're going to see the yellow car.
A lot of, like with us though, Al, we don't worry about nothing because we work with the best teams on this planet.
We know who to go to.
You know what I'm saying? So anything like that, Al, come on. You know what I mean? It's like, so no brainer for a lot of people who out here in this market and killing it. They know that they don't have to worry about no probates when they come. We just call Al. Seriously, you say 2 minutes. What's the fastest one you done so far?
Oh, that was Hernando County in 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours. There you go. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
But
Why
not
would we
all
worry
results are
On
the
the
same.
computer.
like virtually, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But not all results are the same. Everyone's different. that was
Yeah. That's the
crazy.
disclaimer. That's the disclaimer.
Yeah, right.
Disclaimer. There you go. Not all results are the same for sure.
Right, right.
But
No,
yeah,
but
it's called building your
people,
team. That's called
right,
building your
yeah,
team and
people
surrounding
people
yourself.
not worried about stuff like that because of you. Then we got other people to help us out with a lot of things. So people like me, we really don't worry about different things like that because we got everybody for everything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We got you for this, we got Tight America for that, we got Dama G for this, we got Peter and Julie for that. So all we need to do is just go to work and bring y'all the leads and bring y'all the deals.
Yep.
Seriously, basically, that's all
And that's it.
we do.
Yeah.
Just try to get things under contract and get it to you guys.
Yep.
Well, I have to say to both of you, it's been awesome having you on this. I think we're
I
almost
know,
going
I
now,
know.
almost
Thanks
an
for
hour and a
having us.
half. We've been going,
Oh, wow.
we've been going a while. I mean,
Yeah.
imagine when we're sitting down and doing this in
I
person.
know, right?
It's a
Yeah.
different dynamic. It's different than Zoom, right? Because we're going
Yeah,
back and forth, and it's just when you're in person, there's just that different feel, but video nonetheless, right? Because you all love
right.
that. You make that video and you make that content. And it's that Pablo theme. You're just always out there and always doing. So I've truly enjoyed having you both on the show, and I
Yeah.
can't wait to have
was
you both back here
Yes, sir.
when all this is done. The
I can't
lights are
wait to see
shining.
it.
We're gonna make sure
I know.
Tasia has her special spotlight on her.
Yes, I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, we'll make sure everything else is dark but her. We'll make sure
Yeah.
everybody sees her.
Yes, please.
So before we tune out, any final words from both of you?
Well, we know if y'all want to reach us, we are on Facebook all the time. We're in a face group. Real Estate Lifestyle is my face group. Instagram is what?
Real estate _ lifestyle _
There's like
Yeah.
underscore
after each
word. So real
Yeah.
estate _ life _ style _ So we just broke it up and just put underscores under there.
Yeah.
And then we on YouTube at Real Estate Lifestyle. Team Real Estate Lifestyle. Sorry.
Yeah.
On YouTube, and then LinkedIn we are
Chris Varnes.
Yep. Chris Varnes.
And TikTok, Chris Varnes as
Yeah.
well.
So you guys want to link up? Let us know. We're here to help guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is great. I'll make sure everybody has the social links and everybody's got the links everywhere, which is important, so everybody knows where they go and how to do it, and where to find you. And who are you looking for to reach out to you to?
Investors, realtors, wholesalers, title companies. We're just trying to build up our network, help each other out. We try to do deals all over, so I'm pretty sure we can. I love to, network with people, meet with people. I just love talking to people like Al. We just love going out, meeting people. Right now, we're trying to do videos and things like that so we can let people know who you are.
Mhm.
So if you out there and you want me and Tasia to come out and make a video to help promote your business, let people know what you're doing,
We would love
we
to.
would love to do it. We would love to do it.
Look at that. Everybody knows where to go for the dynamic duo, taking that networking mindset with branding by storm. Tasia, Chris, thanks so much for being on the show. Again, I can't wait to have you back. I'll make sure we have the whole bio, the whole links. Everybody knows where to find you. And we will be doing this again. The benefit of us doing this and what the end game is, because there's going to be so much content. I know Chris is going to be like, when is this going to be released? When is it? We got to get that content. When is this stuff? I don't know when it will be. I don't know what date it's going to be. I still have like 30 in the bank, so we got time to go. But you're going to have that whole thing. It's going to be great content for you. Again, the two of you, love seeing you yesterday. I was so happy to see you. And we're going to do this again, okay?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. That's a wrap right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. If you want more content like this, make sure you check out the Al Nicoletti YouTube channel and the Al Nicoletti Facebook page and the new business page. Make sure when you like it, also get the notification when you see the bell. There's going to be content on probate, quiet title, partitions, a whole bunch of other things. And you're going to also see this show with Tasia Hill and Chris Varnes with the Real Estate Lifestyle Let's Go Champ podcast. It will be out on iTunes and Spotify. So make sure you check it out on the Al Nicoletti Show. And I will see you next time on the Al Nicoletti Show. Take care.